Good morning on this rainy day. Guess what? It's the bottle sort day. Yeah, by the way, coffee. Delicious. It's to sort out the bottles for the beer competition next week, which I'll be helping out as well. So it's an indoor activity because it's raining. We have a great day from
Organize them based on their category numbers. So you'll see on the horseshoe tables, the categories are in numerical order, except IPAs are here because there's a ton of IPAs, and mead and cider is at the top of the horseshoe. The signs have the category number on it here. They have the name, and then they tell you how many entries are in that category.
Which means that number times 3 is the number of bottles you should have.
Every entry is going to have 3 bottles. It's going to have one of the things on it says category. So for example, this one's 25B Saison. So we would try and find all 3 bottles of this entry and bring it to where the category 25 is.
And we're not them all together lined up next to each other like good little siblings.
That's going to be the first step.
Do not assume that because they're next to each other in the box, they're the triplets.
The way that you know it's the same entry is the entry number.
That is the only way.
So this is entry 96, entry 95. These are not the same number. Entry. The last thing I'll say, generally throughout this process, if you have entries in a particular category, try and avoid handling your bottles or that category.
I have one other thing. There will be pizza and beer when we're done with this. So don't rush to leave here no matter how fast we finish. We don't want to drop any bottles. Well,
Any questions? All right, let the fun begin. Next step is to start the process of anonymization. So, what we're going to have is, this is category 1. These are the stickers for category 1. This paper has the entry number, which is going to match what's on the label, and the judging number, which is the anonymized number that's on the sticker. So if I was doing category 1, I would go over to the area where category 1 is, and I would find entry 100, and I would see its judging number 1003. I would find judging number 1003 here. I'm going to use 7 stickers. Every bottle gets a sticker on the top of the cap and on the neck of the bottle. The 7th and last sticker goes on the label of one of the bottles. We will use that if anything happens and somebody says, you judged my thing as a cider, but I entered it as a pale ale. We'll be able to check their label because we saved them against the sticker to make sure that it was categorized correctly. The thing to not do at this step is do not take the rubber bands or the labels off yet. Once everything is stickered, the third step is going to be to go around and recheck that we've got everything correct and then pull the labels off. So labels stay on, rubber bands stay on. All we're trying to do is match the number that's on the label to the anonymized judging number and get the right stickers onto the right bottles. When you're done with the table, come turn these back into me or Micah or Chris over at the bar, because we're going to look at what's left, and that's going to help us understand what hasn't showed up. And then we will give these back to you. We will redistribute them again for cross-checking when we're ready to do the next step.
So the bottle sort continues. Lots of different beer entries, and we have to now give them a random number and then remove people's names. And the judging is next week. So far, so good.
The last step before we start packing stuff. So what you're going to do is we're going to hand out these sheets again. Preferably take a table that you did not work on category that you did not work on the first time. Your goal is to go down the sheet, check all the bottles to make sure that the entry number matches the judging number on every bottle. So the sticker matches this number, the judging number. The original label that the person attached matches the entry number. If everything matches, we're going to take all of the labels off the bottles. The one label that has the sticker, we're going to save those. This next step is going to be packing boxes for virtual judging. So I've got here inventory sheets that say what you're basically going to grab a box, grab an inventory sheet, and then go shopping for all the entries that are on this sheet and pack them into the box. Don't seal the box. When you're done with the box, bring it to the center table, leave it on the table with the inventory sheet inside of it. We're going to quality check it to make sure that everything that's in there is the right stuff. We'll put it in the judging gifts, and then we'll seal it up after it's quality checked. I'm going to leave these in a pile here, so just come and grab one. Grab any of the boxes that have 6-pack holders under the table. Some of these have 2 sheets, so just watch out for that. And that's it. This step is literally packing whatever's on the piece of paper into a box and bringing it here so we can check it. I'm going to give instructions for the next and last step in a second. See if I can Chris, are you done with everything? Build the library for the competition. It's essentially all of the bottles that are being judged live and all the bottles from Best in Show. So what we need to do is essentially take, we're going to have 3 sets of boxes, A boxes, B boxes, and C boxes, right? 1 letter for each bottle. And we want to go sequentially and pack everything that's left on the table sequentially into A, B, and C boxes. What that means is the A boxes, which will be the C boxes, which will be Best in Show, is going to have 1 of every single bottle. And then the A and B boxes are going to have whatever's left. So I have 1 box. I have 1001. This is going to be the first bottle in all 3 of the boxes. And then to pack all of the entries sequentially after that, meaning that after that, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. And these get broken out, right? So we've got 3 boxes. If it's a box of bottles, bring it over towards Micah. We want to get this side of the brewery empty. After that, if you see boxes that are empty, we want to break them down. So take the 6-pack holders out, flatten the boxes, because those will go for recycling. Our goal is to get all the empty boxes broken down, get all the beer over there, so Micah can label it, glass it, and then we're going to break down all the holders.